thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Now, Pfizer and Moderna, as we know, came out with effective vaccines, and countries that have the finances have already put in their bids to purchase the drug, but not every country, as we know, is as fortunate. How are they going to go about making sure poorer countries also get access to the effective vaccines?
That indeed is the question. You do have a mechanism that is operated by the World Health Organization that is intended to fund the provision of vaccines to poorer countries. It's also obviously an issue on the G20, which is going to be difficult probably to arrange, not only because of the funding that is necessary, but also because of that each country, independent of its resources, is trying to secure vaccines for itself, and large amounts have already been ordered, possibly partly paid for.
Right. The economy was also at the top of the agenda, and King Salman bin Abdulaziz said they'll do their best to overcome the economic crisis through international cooperation. How do you see that happening, taking into consideration Saudi Arabia's relationship with countries like Turkey and the U.S. under a Biden presidency?
Well, I think that the foremost issue in terms of cooperation is going to be big power rivalry. In addition to that, of course, you have regional rivalries, including the rivalry between Turkey and Saudi Arabia. I think you've had one, at least initial step, in the fact that there has been a phone call just before the G20 in which King Salman of Saudi Arabia phoned Turkish President Erdogan, and they did agree to cooperate. What that means in practice, we will have to see. But I think that the fundamental problem in in global cooperation is going to be the divides like that between the United States and China, where you're seeing decoupling.
Right. Now, the G20 summit is one of the biggest meetings where world leaders meet, and it's also been affected by COVID-19 because no one was able to meet face to face. How do you think that has affected dialogue between world leaders?
Well, what it has done is it formalizes, in a sense, the dialogue. It doesn't allow for private discussions that would take place at dinners, in the corridors. And therefore, this is much more formal, much more official, and in some ways, possibly because of that, less effective.
All right, James Dorsey, thank you so much for joining us on the program once again.